Bowl Sunday is almost here, and if you are planning a get-together, well, we are here to coach you on bringing your appetizers to an MVP level. Put the pigs in a blanket down because it is time for some new game day foods.
When I think football season, I think, well, let me roll up my sleeves and let's think of some really fun snacks.
To level up your menu for the big game, we met up with Miami restaurateur and celebrity chef Adrian Calvo. We're kicking off with game day nachos.
We're actually building layers and layers of flavor. I made my red chili enchilada sauce by steeping in chicken stock, guajillo chilies, chili de árbol. We had some onions and garlic and cumin, coriander, chili powders, all that simmered for a really long time. We put it in the blender and we have this beautiful sauce.
Next, layer the cheese.
So what this does is protect the actual tortilla from the rest of the ingredients, from the moisture getting to it.
Next, add pinto beans, then drizzle the enchilada sauce.
Are they already warmed, or do we just want to put them on cold?
On cold, because this is going to go into the oven.
Okay, got it.
Add hatch chilies and pop in the oven.
Do you want to throw this in before your guests arrive, as your guests are arriving, or right before you? Yeah.
Okay, so I like to do this as they're already like parking.
Okay.
So that they get that ooey gooey-ness, like once they take that chip.
3 to 5 minutes in the oven, take out the nachos and add fresh tomato, scallion, cilantro, and sour cream.
I've already got my eye on my nacho. Look at that cheese.
Oh, that pull apart.
Next on the field, cheeseburger tots.
So I started off by cooking up some tater tots, kind of 75% of the way, popped them out of the oven, and then I smashed them with my thumb into this mini muffin tin. Then I cooked up some ground beef, seasoned it a little bit, then we put that in the center, in the pocket of these tater tots. Then we topped it off with some cheddar cheese.
Pop in the oven until the cheese is melted.
So next, we're going to layer on the special sauce.
And top with sesame seeds.
Oh my gosh, that is so delicious.
And our final app is guaranteed to score with the crowd.
So here we have our cheesy elote dip.
Oh my gosh, it's still sizzling right out of the oven.
Oh yes.
I'm very excited. Also, we need a vegetable to make this party healthy. So this is gonna be it.
Start with a hot pan, butter, jalapenos, and corn.
Just blister that corn up and get that flavor, that mild heat from the jalapeno. Then we tossed it in a bowl with some goodness. 3 different types of cheeses, mayo, Mexican crema, and a couple of different spices, and we put it in the oven.
Top with chili powder and cilantro.
So do I get to dip?
When you dip, I dip, we dip. Let's go.
I had a fumble. Oh.
Parties are touching down soon, and although most of us like to put out the usual spread of favorites, we're told it's time to level up. Chef Jared Martinez of Patent 139 Brewery in Chandler, Arizona, suggests switching out ordinary beers for the more unique, fine craft beers.
American lager is what everyone gets.
So it sounds like craft beer is the first draft pick.
I'd say so myself.
So why don't you take us down the field?
Jared says the secret is not just pouring some of that goodness into your pint glass, but also it's tossing it right into your favorite super snacks.
By adding craft beer into the picture, you're really elevating it and making different options and more excitement to the play of the food.
His first draft pick pairing, an India Pale Ale, aka an IPA, used to elevate queso or cheese dip, kicking it up a notch by serving it up with some warm, soft pretzel bites.
Now, pretzels, that's a classic, but it's more than just the pretzels because it's all about the cheese.
It's all about the cheese. Created in Kentucky, beer cheese is an American staple. Bringing this up with our IPA to actually really kick up the game in terms of the cheese.
That's definitely good. Citrusy flavor, slight cheesiness, it marries very well.
Next pick, he says marry some amber ale with your favorite chili recipe to make it a beer-style chili. These two, he says, make for a spicy couple everyone will love.
We actually cooked it with an IPA, so that gives it actually bitter tones, and that's going to really up the level of the flavor on the chili itself. When you cook with light beer, you taste it in the background, but this really packs a punch.
I love it. All right, keeps it all in play.
Another snack he suggests, toss a German-style Kolsch-style beer into your buffalo wing sauce, making classic wings extra.
So the Kolsch is actually going to tone down a lot of heat. It's going to really give you a clean, cold finish. I'd say with the things that are cooked with beer, taste them first, then wash down with beer, and then I think for the wings, have it be a little different, take a sip of beer, and then go for a bite of a wing.
Touchdown.
Chef insists that bringing your own touch into the end zone with these fine craft pairings will keep your guests coming back for seconds way beyond the final quarter.
Take what's already been done before and just make it your own. Something a little different, something people haven't tried before.
You can find winning recipes and suggestions just like these on our Facebook page at The List Show TV. Making the big game a little bigger and a little different with these craft pairings.
Okay, time to daydream, because next week the rich and famous will flock to Phoenix for the big game, and a lot of them won't be staying at resorts or hotels because those aren't nearly luxurious enough. Get ready for some serious FOMO. We're looking at extreme rentals. Multi-million-dollar views, man-made waterfalls, a personal movie theater.
Very famous, very wealthy people, this is where they want to go.
Mayor Brick of HolidayRental.com is taking us to 3 vacation homes that the rich can rent during the Super Bowl. The first one's called Scottsdale Manor.
The views are absolutely incredible. The space outside on Manor is very impressive. There's porch after balcony after porch all over the place. The pool is absolutely incredible.
13,000 square feet, large enough for 22 guests. 9 bedrooms and 9 full and half baths.
And probably the coolest thing about Manor is the deluxe movie theater built inside of the mountain.
Can you get the Super Bowl playing in that man cave?
You absolutely can.
The next one's called On the Rocks.
This is on the rocks because the mountain is incorporated with this property. It's really insane.
It's 8,500 square feet and sleeps 14 guests with 6 full and half baths. One of its 5 bedrooms is really unique.
This loft bed is actually built right into Camelback Mountain. Gives a whole new meaning to rock yourself to sleep.
All 3 of these rentals are on Camelback Mountain, about a 40-minute drive from the stadium where the Super Bowl takes place. But since this home is on top of a slope, you get 2 valley views in opposite directions. And the grand finale, Camelback Vista.
The rooftop is set up for a huge bar lounge area, multiple levels of putting greens.
More than 10,000 square feet, it sleeps 12 guests. There are 4 bedrooms and 7 full or half baths.
Very funky furniture that you'll see in different places. There's a Volkswagen that's inside the house that's been turned into a bed. This grand piano is absolutely insane. This is one of 5 that have ever been made. This is north of $400K.
And if there isn't a piano player in your group, hire a DJ because there's a nightclub.
There's a bar to actually have a bartender there serving drinks, ice on the actual bar to leave your cup to keep it cool. There's a built-in soda machine. It's a commercial soda machine in the house. It's very cool.
And you'll need a drink after climbing this rock wall.
Come on, Jimmy.
Oh, is this really the only way up to the bar?
No, there's stairs right over there.
You kidding me?
So what's the damage on these digs?
Scottsdale Manor will be going for $120 for 4 nights, and On the Rocks and Camelback Vista will both be going for $140.
Okay, I can afford $140 a night.
Yeah, exactly, but you just have to add a few zeros on that.
Ooh.
$120,000, $140,000, $140,000.
A super price for a phenomenal place to stay during the Super Bowl.